It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll get a look at Damian Harris. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Bills and the Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the...
Well, the Bills defense ready to see if they can keep building on this long winning streak. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And he's been a key reason why this defense is ranked as the #1 unit in the NFL. His ability to be in the right place nearly all the time and make big plays is a big reason why.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now, third down and very long. Now Wilson. Incomplete.
That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a first down. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Off play action, Wilson. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Pull it forward, the one to get to him and drop him. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Buffalo defense back out there. Their guys have the lead here in this first half, and they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Still to go. Third down now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They'll start by looking at a 1st and 10 at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Buffalo defense back out there. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Right at the 40. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it, right there? Those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is going to be incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They've been the better of the 2 sides so far. They've got the 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they try to see this one through to the finish. On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a small gain on the play.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And it's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. The Buffalo defense back out there. They'll be summoned one more time here in the final minute of this football game. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding Sutton, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails. They just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Buffalo, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.